All right, we are going to work on firing up the 78 F-250. We're also going to work on putting the grill in it. So we'll get that going. I've went ahead and thrown some WD-40. I usually use PB blasters. That's what I was wanting to say, but WD-40 on some of the bolts. And you know, I thought it was just newer cars where engineers do dumb stuff. I'm usually more proud of the engineers in these older vehicles, but look where they pulled the bolts. They go from the backside and come in to hold the grill on. And then, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of hard to get to them without taking the inner fin of there off. So probably have to do that, or I'm going to try to just break that one bolt free and see if I can reach up in there and get them. Hopefully it's not too bad. So got the new grill. We'll get that. It's an F-250 custom. If you notice, this truck still has the round headlights. In 78 they went to the square headlights, but the custom you could order with the round headlights. It's a crew cab, short bed. You know, it does have some minor rust. Just a little bit, you know, nothing too bad. Easily fixable with foam. Funny story. I went mudding in this truck and my daughter was sitting here. I didn't have this in there. And mud came through and she was covered in mud. Pretty funny. Awesome stuff. We got a little bit of rust back here in the fenders. This tailgate came off my track trailer because this truck didn't come with a tailgate on it, and the sides are all rusted out. If you look actually over here, you can see somebody put a brace in there. A little bit rusted on this side. They did have it braced up here, but that broke, so I'll have to do some work on this to get it done. Thing that back out, get the taillight back in it. I think one of the coolest features on this truck, I don't know if it's the coolest, I like the way this steps up back here. I don't know why, I just think the step up in the back of the crew cab is kind of cool. You don't see that on newer trucks. A bit more rust here, you know, that'll buff out. This is probably the worst of it. There's not a whole lot of floor left here, guys. You know, there's just, looks like somebody actually cut it out of there already. So yeah, not a lot of floor, but luckily they sell new panels for it, so we'll get that all fixed up. Go hook the battery up, and we'll see if we can get her started. Already had the positive on. You always want to hook the positive off first, then the negative, and then when you unhook it, unhook the negative, then unhook the positive. Because if you're using your wrench to tighten this and you hit the metal, new cars probably not so much metal on them, but you know, if your ground's not connected, you don't gotta have to worry about it. If your ground is connected, then you start making sparks. Let's see if it fires. Probably take a minute, I bet. Sometimes I just need to pour gas down her. Oh, not too bad. You see that? This thing hasn't been started all winter. And it fires up and purrs like a kitten. Oh, mountain lion. It's got the 4-speed manual. First we'll see if we can get the grill off, and then we'll go to putting the new grill on, right? How about we give it a little bit of rev? I feel like we'll have it falling down there without it falling over. Super loud. We'll fix that. Get some headers for it. Dual exhaust. Throw an intake. Better carburetor on it. This truck's choked down. It's only got a 2-barrel carburetor on it. And that's not enough breathing for a big 400 cubic inch V8. I almost got this truck stuck once. And I was running back and forth, and it started moving. I was in reverse, and I just held it to the floor, and this truck just revved up, and it hit a certain RPM, and it stayed there. There was no valve float, there was no sputtering, there was no missing. This truck runs pretty good. Not sure. There are some piston rings up here, so it may have been rebuilt at one point in time. I'm not positive. Or those could have been for a different project. I don't even know. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet truck. I'm not sure why the brake light's on. Probably got no brakes. So that was the other issue. Let me show you that real quick before I cut this video off. The main reason I quit driving it, parked here, is right in here. Brakes are falling apart on it, so that's what I got new parts for. So hopefully fix that. And these rims barely fit. There's almost no clearance. There's clearance, but very little amount. So you can see where it scratched the rim up some when that came apart. So that's not really good. And what is that? There's wetness here. Why? That's the fuel pump. There's fuel leaking, I believe. That's all right. It's not that flammable. So I will address that as well. Probably some seals dried up or something on it since it's an old girl. Yeah, we will get this engine all tuned up. You can see. See that dinky little carburetor? It's old. We'll definitely get a better carb intake on it. Work on some headers. Just the basics. Doesn't need much. And this truck is a torque monster. put it in first gear, dump the clutch without any throttle, it'll go. Same thing in second gear. So pretty much drive it like a 3-speed. But yeah, a little bit of rust issues. But other than that, guys, this is a pretty sweet truck. You can see this rusted out a little bit. So rain can come in, but you know, need some TLC, but it'll be worth it. And then I'm gonna go with what everybody recommended for now. I'm gonna clean it, I'm gonna buff it. I'm gonna get it cleaned up and polished the best I can. Just do like a clear coat on it so it's got some shine to it. But I'm just gonna leave it all original right now.